Welcome to NCIX Tech Tips. You guys have all heard it before. The human eye cannot see any more than insert random number here, 30 FPS, 60 FPS, whatever the case may be. We are here today to put that theory to the test. We have a BenQ 2420TX 120Hz LCD monitor, and just for this episode, we are going to be doing a special Pepsi challenge where we take the average gamer, Slick's friend Harrison, and get him to tell us whether the system is set up at 120 Hz or 60 Hz to find out if he can tell the difference. Now, while we may have sourced the average gamer for this particular test, there's nothing average about the gaming system that we're using. Check this out. This is our test bench system featuring the Corsair Vengeance C70 case. We also have the all-new MSI Big Bang M Power motherboard. Remember, that's the hand-tested board that every single motherboard gets tested 24 hours, Prime 95 in a hot environment and a liquid-cooled CPU. Okay, we've got the GTX 680 Lightning Edition, also from MSI. Powering it is a yellow matching OCZ ZT Series 750-watt power supply. And yes, that is Crucial Ballistics tracer memory on there to make the whole thing look ballin'. We've got a Be Quiet CPU cooler, just showing that even with air cooling, we can get this Core i7 3770K running the latest games. Well, you know, pretty decent. I mean, what's it at? 84 FPS right now. Battlefield 3, 1920 by 1080. Good stuff. So we've also got a Corsair M90 keyboard, K60 mouse, and of course the BenQ 2420TX. This is the setup that he'll be using. So it is fully capable of pushing more than 60 FPS to the panel. You can see actually if I look around, there's going to be lots of opportunities for that frame rate to jump around. And we are pretty much ready to go here. Okay guys, we are changing up our format a little bit here so that there can be no cheating. We are doing 5 run-throughs with Harrison as one shot here. So this is going to be a little bit long. Bear with me. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tweet this. The first 5 tweets that come back to me that say 60 Hz or 120 Hz, those are going to be our 5 settings, okay? Then, in between Harrison trying to play this game, he's never played Battlefield 3 before, he's never used this rig, he's never used this monitor. This is a controlled experiment as far as it goes, except that we only have 1 participant, so bear with me. I mean, we're on a budget here, guys. Okay, so I am tweeting it now, and we are going to see what people say. Now, he's going to play for a little bit, then he's going to go back around the other side, I'm going to change it, and he's going to either hold up this sign or this sign, depending on what he thinks the screen is running at. Now the screen's running at 120 Hz, and then we're changing the game settings, so it's fully capable of either of those settings. So here we go. Here are the, okay, you guys are doing this wrong. So here's the first 4 tweets. So I'm actually going to change, I'm going to change runs. Okay, you guys are killing me here. Okay, focus on this because this is just brutal. Are you focused? Come on, guys. Okay, so okay, you know what? I'm going to use these 5. Okay, we all got this? All right, so let's change our settings to the appropriate setting. There we go, we're good. You can see we're on the right thing. Okay, now, I have not given Harrison any limit in terms of how long he's allowed to play before he makes up his mind each time. So we're going to go back into the game and off you go. There's no fraps counter. He's got nothing to go on here, guys, other than just sitting down, playing the game, and seeing what he thinks of how it's running. And he should probably right-click. There you go. There you go. So now you can move faster, I think. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here, he's never played before, so you gotta go in here and like cut the thing. So focus on whether you think you can see a more fluid, press E. There you go. Focus on whether it's a more fluid experience or whatever you think is going on here. And just hold up the sign as soon as you're ready. No pressure. Okay, so there we go. We have our first try. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get him into a little bit of a different sort of spot because this is going to be tough if he doesn't have some something going on here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to change the settings. Okay, right? Remember, guys, I showed you the 5 settings that we're doing. So save settings, yep. Return to game. All right, so there's dudes to kill over on your right. Come on over. This is a trial number 2. He's going for headshots. He's not as average as he made himself out to be here. Okay, he's going with the same answer here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to change the settings. And I accidentally opened the console. It's okay, we got this. Okay, so we're going to go with, I'm just clicking. I could be just clicking. So he doesn't know if I'm actually changing it or not. Okay, go back. Yep. Return to game. Okay, run number 3. Here we go. And I'm trying not to get, friendly fire will not be tolerated. He wasn't even there. Games. What do they know anyhow? Remember, guys, this is as blind a taste test as there can be. It doesn't get more blind than this. He has no idea what's going on. No experience with this gear. Oh, okay, that time he shot his ally. So he's gauging the responsiveness, the overall fluidity, the feel of this gaming experience. Okay, he says this one was 120 hertz. Interesting. I mean, it might be interesting, it might not. We don't know, actually. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to either change it or not change it. He doesn't know what's going on. Okay, so we're doing some clicking here. We're making sure that the game's ready to go. All right, yeah, we want to keep these settings. Yeah, we want to keep these settings. Return to game. Okay, you're up. This is sort of interesting to me too, actually. So I'm just discussing with Slick over here since we're we know what's going on, but he doesn't. Okay, you got to go down the stairs that are right in front of you there. We might have to do a follow-up episode to this. This is quite interesting. And not for any particular reason that we're going to tell Harrison yet, but what does he think? Okay, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do our last run. Going to set the settings to whatever they're going to be. Okay, apply, yep, okay. And we are returning to game. Okay, last run, guys, last run. Sorry, bear with us here. You can cut off my voice when you're editing if you want and see if you can do some time lapse of, us switching chairs or not. You can just, Slick's giving me the head shake, so he doesn't think we should do that. That's fine, that's cool. Okay, you're done this scene, so go to the left of the van there. Go around it. Yep, go down the stairs on the left there. Love that ram. It's just like going crazy in there. All right, so here we go, guys. We're going to do the conclusion right as a wrap up. Thank you, Harrison, very special guest and all of that. So I'm going to go stand behind here. We are going to have to do a follow-up episode. Can Linus tell the difference in a blind taste test? Because he only got 1 out of the 5 right. So what we have determined is that the average gamer, well, assuming he's an example of the average gamer, cannot tell the difference. For those of you who couldn't read the tweets, maybe you were watching on your phone or whatever else, it was 120 hertz, 120 hertz, 120 hertz, 60 hertz, 60 hertz. Now, I thought it was interesting that when the action got really intense in that third one was when he seemed to notice more fluidity. However, there was lots of action in the 4th and the 5th run that he did not seem to see any benefit from Like, it seemed to feel fluid to him anyway because he thought he was running at 120 hertz. So fascinating episode. Like I said, I think we might do a part 2 right now of Can Linus Tell the Difference. So we'll do the same kind of a random mix. Thank you for checking out Can the Average Gamer See the Difference between 60 hertz and 120 hertz? And don't forget to subscribe to NCIX Tech Tips.